Welcome back to Wormhole Extremists. We're watching Deadman Switch. I am David Reed, and I am also with Nicole Rodriguez Galdo
Hello.
and Yvonne Cahill.
Greetings, Gators.
Happy birthday, Evie.
Oh, thank you, David.
Yes, you too. Boo. Love you. You're the
This
best.
thick foliage here.
Very thick
Oh,
foliage.
Canada.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I have a couple of points to bring up.
And I have an
pretty early
Evie Nicole themed
on.
note to throw in when Evie's
Ooh.
done making the important
Oh,
points. So
I'm
please go ahead.
excited.
Ouch. Sorry, EUAV.
Yeah. You've served your country.
Brilliant. Send a little memorial home for its family.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they'll salvage it for parts.
Oh my goodness.
So I was gonna say, when Bok's weapon penetrates this shield in just a little bit, it looks very similar to the transphase eradication rod or the TER used by the Ritu.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's my kind of headcanon that he acquired the weapon likely by illegal means and modified it.
Yep.
But the actual canon is probably it's just a recycled prop. But you know, and a sustainable and cost-effective move by the props department.
I love that. Teal'c just like stands there like, what up, Haas?
Yes.
Aerosbach. Nope.
This is just a fun episode, and I enjoy it because I'm just here to have fun sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
This is great.
I love that he has as much fun with them as O'Neill does with him. You know?
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
They just trade.
Yes.
They're willing to trade barbs with one another.
Oh,
And
damn.
now we're stuck.
Oh, we have a
Yes.
new person in the chat who I don't think we've seen before. Luann Vondrasek. Don't know if I said that right.
Vandrachek.
Yeah, and they
Luann
said happy birthday,
Vandrachek.
Evie.
Hello,
Hello,
Thank you,
Luann.
welcome.
Luann is one of my oldest Stargate friends.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
She and I go way back.
Welcome.
She was a sergeant major in the military. She's a bit of a badass.
Oh,
Awesome.
hello.
Very cool.
So welcome, Luann.
Very good to have you. Yeah.
Say hello to Mike for me.
So this is obviously the first and only episode where we have Sam J. Jones's Araspark.
Yes.
And obviously he's most famous for Flash Gordon.
Woo!
And I'm gonna have like bits of that Queen song in my head like throughout this whole episode if you're familiar with the Queen
That's
song.
okay.
Yep.
So Savior of the Universe. And we've got Mark Holden as Cora. So most interesting fact about Mark is his father was the former vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria from 86 to 93, which is kind of cool.
Interesting.
That's
Wow.
a bit
Okay.
mental. Whoa.
And guys, this is the first episode in which the Stargate does not appear.
At all.
And
Whoa.
Davis, correct. Donis Davis is credited and doesn't appear in this episode.
Wow.
That's a bit. I just love the Jack. Just did the knife thing,
Yep.
thinking, oh yeah, you know, all
Yes,
It's a
I was gonna
callback.
say.
time.
I was gonna say
From the
it's
Nox
like
and
Yes.
Secrets.
Yeah.
yes. And the shield itself does seem to be kind of very similar to the Goa'uld Force shield from Into the Fire, which is a
Mhm.
few episodes back, rather than the Goa'uld's personal energy barrier.
Yeah.
And in a few seconds, Bok also claims that he's disabled the DHD. So the team has like escaped from planets with damage destroyed and missing DHDs by like manually dialing the gate, you know, like in Prisoners with Linnea.
Yeah.
I mean, that said, they would kind of need a suitable power source. So I guess still they wouldn't be able to access the gate really.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did he actually disable the DHD or does he just say he did? I can't remember.
I think he
pulled
actually
chip out.
did because he removed like one of the crystals
Oh, okay.
and
There you go.
gives it
See, I
back to them at
remembered
the end of the
somehow.
episode.
Okay, there we go.
Also, this is an episode that features several of the cast members tripping in the background for like some little funny goofs. So Michael Shanks is about to trip when they're entering Bok's ship for the first time. So he trips over a pile of equipment. So watch out because I never noticed it before.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at noticing tripping, but like I only really like remember certain episodes because the trips are so big. So maybe I didn't notice this one before.
Anyone remember the name? Oh, too late.
The Brokener, yeah. No, I remember. I remember because someone beat me to it in one of our trivia things, and I was like, "Damn it!" So I will never forget Brokener now. I'm forever salty. Yeah.
Don't make it your password.
Wait, there we
No.
go.
No.
Did you see?
Wow.
Looked
Yeah.
right over it. You think that? I think that was on purpose. That looked on purpose.
It seems very like
it looked
Daniel.
It's very
natural.
Daniel.
To do it. Yeah. So even if it was like, by accident, seems on purpose in a way. Works.
First, the introduction of the most
cargo ship,
the most reliable, most reused
the
spaceship
Teltac
set, the Teltac.
Yeah,
The
correct.
entire rest of the series. And
It's
it
not
appears in
officially
universe,
named.
So.
Yes, and it's not officially named until episode 12, Joel and Oz Memories.
Ah, okay, there we go.
So it just calls it a cargo ship, I think.
Yep.
So I just want to say I really love this episode because we're coming off of like some, pretty solid episodes and a Sam and Jack episode. And like me as a fan, I love to roll straight into this one because there's just a couple little moments where they're just getting along really beautifully. And I'm like, I feel it as a shipper. So.
The
there is that scene where
the wall there, that is a water recycling device. And Set was used.
They recycled a recycling device.
Yeah, it's a water reclamation device, and they've used them throughout science fiction for light fixtures because they're so alien looking. Please continue.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, just any shipping stuff, Evie? What your thoughts?
Any shipping stuff?
Yeah, is
I was just going to say because there is that episode. There is that scene later on where Sam's lying down and Jack's like right beside her, and then Aris comes up in that ship.
I really expected her to bite him again, just like in the first episode of season 2 in Serpent's Lair.
Bite her again. So Aris Spock's open wound. So he's not human as he outwardly appears because he's got like fluorescent blood. But do you think maybe it's the Roshna that's changed the color?
I did wonder if it was
possible.
the Roshna. Yeah,
he looks human, but he's an offshoot species like a Jaffa. They're not the same. I bet he can see through the wall. He's not messing.
This scene is one of my favorite scenes. I love this the doctor conversation.
Yep.
The doctor, yes.
This is one of my favorites from the whole show. And the
hello.
Look how handsome and charming he is.
Guest star, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien.
A full 8 minutes until we see his face.
Yeah. I love this.
Brilliant.
If you had alien translators, that would be a mistake that would be made fairly often because the doctor is a colloquialism on Earth for many different things.
That's true, exactly.
Or not colloquialism, but it's used for multiple things.
Wish that they had like translator microbes like in Farscape, like properly like explained and put into Stargate to make it make more sense that they all speak, English. Or that we all understand.
Yeah, in my head, it's like Doctor Who with the TARDIS like just naturally translates everything. So the gate just naturally translate everything.
They talked about it at the beginning of the show. I asked Jonathan Glassner about this, and they're like, we talked about doing something, and then we just didn't. Ugh.
Lovely.
It's very watery blood.
Uh-huh.
Or enemy of my enemy is my friend, is what you're hoping.
Mm.
Well, it's probably my favorite line from the episode. Carter says, "I think you care, and I don't think you enjoy what you do nearly as much as you pretend to." And he says, "I think you need to shut up," because she begs him. He's a really sensitive guy, and he does not want to show it.
No. I love the way he's like, okay, sit down. You're not the center of the universe. Chill out.
Yeah, I appreciate that he pronounces it Goa'uld each and every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so many guest stars really struggle with that.
Yes.
Independent contractor.
That's what it does say on his passport.
Talent. So how do you get...
Was that Amanda tapping about to break, or was she just responding to Jack being Jack? She let out a bit of a laugh there. Yeah.
They're allowed to laugh at him every now and then.
Yeah.
You have to.
This guy knows so much stuff. I love it.
Yeah, he's done his research.
Yeah.
He has. He doesn't know about her recent promotion, but other than that, he's pretty spot on.
So, Nick.
No.
I love that line. I love it so much.
This episode has some great ones.
The chemistry between SG1 like shines really well here.
It does. Well, there's not a lot of secondary characters in this episode. It's just like the four, and then it's Aris, and then Cora. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think they do really well with the script, and like you said, the chemistry is really good in this episode.
I wish there were more shows like this. Aside from the fact that we don't have Dawn, I really do wish that there were more episodes like this, because they're like the inverse of bottle episodes. So, and it's great character exploration. Because all the meaty stuff is, when they're sitting and talking.
That's why bottle episodes are my favorites.
Bottle.
Sorry, should I get more English? Bottle.
Bottle.
There you go.
Well done.
Thank you.
Correctly pronounced a T.
Fell out of my brain. I'm so sorry.
I do the same thing. I say bottle, like bottle with a D. Bottle.
Okay.
Yep.
I hate him. You had the... I saw someone made like a song out of this online once before they started doing auto-tuning. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. The Arisbox song. Everybody hates
I'll have to look for it.
It's nothing special.
Oh,
it's before auto-tuning, so... But they could now.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. Could do a good job of it now. So you can't really see it in this light all that well. We can see it a little bit better when Aris is in the light, but he has a left eyebrow scar, which is very similar to the one that Jack acquires in the next episode, pretty much. So he kind of suffered an eyebrow injury in 1969, but the scar becomes more prominent in the next episode.
That's to match from real life. He had one, and so they were like, okay, at a certain point, we got to stop covering this thing up. So they wrote it into an episode.
Ah, okay.
It's a hockey injury.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because
I'm not gonna lie, eyebrow scars are
as part of his character, but we'll talk about it next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Flavor.
None of your business is what it is.
And he didn't use it all.
No, I know. Left a little tiny
for a very
piece.
like sparse resource, you would have thought he'd just be like absolutely squeezing that thing dry.
Yeah.
Kevlar.
That's your problem. I love his little staff weapon head on the front of it, on his front there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jack trips up several times in the next minute.
I'm waiting for
rough
it.
Terrain.
It is rough terrain.
Trying to remember all the dialogue and walk.
There we go. There's a trip.
Goodness. These trees need to get out of the way.
10 seconds.
So I can actually see.
Yeah, these trees.
Second trip's not as obvious.
Don't really see these in the show very much. Oh,
yeah. It's like
there
a
it is.
Very slight trip. Yeah.
The naming of Zatgun.
Great line.
Drop the Nicotel.
It does save a bit of effort.
It's almost Australian. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Or us in the South, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Like I say, in England, we just start dropping words. Just start making noises.
I think at this point they're like, okay, the script is too short, so let's give him a Zat gun. Let's play around with it for 5 minutes, and because they could have just been like, he could have been like, you really think I'm giving you a weapon that would hurt me? So
yes,
but it allows us to do the Deadman switch portion of the episode, which I think is what the I don't know why it's called this. Why is it called Dead? Is it because of his auto destruct?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not know, central but it would make sense. No, it's not really that important.
Oh, I guess it is because the Teltec does blow up at the end. So that's true. Maybe he does trigger it. So I'll give them that. But I would have come up with a different
Daniel's
name,
little hop.
Eris
so
or something.
Yeah. Through the trees. Yeah. So Jack's about to make kind of a very current, well, almost current pop culture reference. So he says Beetlejuice, which is a reference to the Tim Burton 1988 film. But did you see that they're actually doing another film? They're doing a Beetlejuice 2, reprising, like some of the cast are reprising their roles.
Haven't they been talking about that for years?
Did hear about that.
They might have been. But yeah, Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara.
Are they confirmed?
So, yeah, I believe so. That they're shooting shortly. I think it's going to be on the screen next year.
Gesundheit.
That's exciting.
Well, we'll see about it. Now, with Earth technology, even if he had said the right word, it wouldn't have worked because it wouldn't have been in his voice.
Yes.
So. Hey guys, we're here. Oh boy, this could be a while.
I love seeing, like, in the early days, they have such struggle with ghoul technology, and then by, like, seasons, like, 7 through 10, they're sitting there like, no biggie, easy.
Lockwatcher is always to be relied upon. A Deadman switch is a switch that is designed to be activated or deactivated if the human operator becomes incapacitated. They use this on old subway trains.
Very cool fact, thank you. I appreciate that, because the definition was lost on me.
And we're about to lose another digit.
Looks like we have about 18 people watching. So hello to everybody.
Welcome to everybody.
Yes, hello.
Ah, there goes that digit. Of course we did. This wall should have been made with something a little bit less flexible. There we go.
Yep.
You would have thought they'd make it, I don't know, like soundproof or something.
Mm-hmm. Did you notice
Isn't
the
middle one
there?
The shining on
the shining on each of them so that the audience would see them? Yeah. But it doesn't, I don't get it. It doesn't go off.
No, it isn't the middle one the one that's supposed to make it go off.
He's removed the central crystal.
Yeah.
And with that one, then it would be armed. Okay.
Correct.
It does, it does seem a little silly
he comes back
that that's how the mechanism works, but I'm just going to ignore that and accept that the ghoul are sometimes really dumb. So
yeah,
because it's like a crystal that just pops in and pops out. It's not like protected by anything.
It's like
cover over it.
God, that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
like it happens to have a thing that stops it from exploding but makes it look like it's going to explode. It's a bit too convenient. That's how the technology works in this instance, but whatever.
Maybe I will.
That aside.
Yes, Jacob Olihars, he has a Deadman. O'Neill has a Deadman switch situation in Return Part 2.
Yes, oh my goodness.
It's a great sequence.
Yeah.
What were you doing down there? The backstroke.
I love. I can't wait to get to Atlantis. It's going to be great.
Yes. I love it. He's like, ooh.
Whoops.
Well, this is embarrassing.
If he's able to like make himself immune to the Zat gun, why don't like SG1 do that?
It's probably a material that he's wearing.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, but then, because story reasons, Evie.
Yeah,
I know. I'm trying to be logical.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Join the party.
They both just
He
look
looks so
fed up.
grumpy.
Yeah.
I'd be fed up. Every time it looks like they've got like, one up on this guy, he's like, nah, 20 steps ahead of you.
Oh God. Is the deal still on?
I love how he kind of like floods his eyelids a little bit when he says that.
And of course, it's going to be a Tok'ra, unless it's a Gould pulling the whole "I'm a Tok'ra" gag.
You know, when I first saw this episode, I didn't see it coming that the Gould was a Tok'ra.
Yeah.
I was very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I think it's a good twist.
Yeah, and Eris is not going to, all things considered, Eris is not going to care. Not until he finds out that the Tok'ra could be an ally. So.
Jean Diaz has raised a good point. It's something I've been thinking about every time we've mentioned the armor. She said, isn't it the same material we see the Cull Warriors wearing too? Yeah, Vala does say at one point, like, and we see the Cull Warriors wearing it, but Vala says at one point, the suit still absorbs like zap blasts even without the plastic armor bit. But then Daniel shoots her in the hip, and I'm like, are you lying, or is that just an editing error? So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, maybe it's the same technology. Very interesting.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
They didn't kill
this
his
always
wife?
remind me of like Cardago's story in Farscape.
Yeah. Is he lying?
I think so. I think the Tok'ra confirms that he's lying.
Okay.
It's been so long since I've seen this episode. Look at that. I forgot something about Stargate. Can you believe it?
I can. There's only 370
There's a lot of
episodes.
things to remember. Yeah.
Tekuna Tagaminatron.
Oh.
There you go.
Won't work on him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm taking Sam.
Would he have let them go, you think? Or would he have turned them in? For some rations.
I don't think he would have turned them in.
No? Would have let him go?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's that ruthless.
Yeah.
I feel like it really just depends on his mood, or like I feel like he really warmed up to these guys a bit more.
Lewis Cox, I love Farscape, Nicole. Jacob
sweet Nicole. Yes.
I would watch it again and again.
I also, I love Farscape. It's great. It's a bizarre show and it's a bit cringy and dated, but it's still like the story's still excellent. So I try to move past the 90s-ness of it.
God,
you should make that a trivia question. Try and spell that.
Yes.
I don't know if I can spell it, but I can say it. So
yeah.
And not heat-seeking.
Not heat-seeking.
Oh, wait. No, they are heat-seeking.
Yeah, it is heat-seeking, yeah.
So it would seem. Something hot. Ah, there you go. Cool.
Nice.
Yep. The vacuum, sort of. And the Gould grenades. What are they called?
Oh gosh, I don't even know what they're called. Yeah. Do they have a name?
I thought they did. Shock grenades.
Is that what we call them?
Called shock grenades. I'm pretty sure.
Aren't the shock ones the ones that flash you, not the ones that pew pew?
I don't know if they pew pew or don't pew pew. I'll have to see.
It's a very scientific definition.
Sorry, pew pew.
Adorable.
A Tok'ra with a hand device. How often do you see that?
He's got to look the part, don't he? If
I
he's
guess
gonna
so.
sneak around
He
Gould
Oh,
does.
that's
worlds.
right. He's undercover, like most Tok'ra are.
Yeah, he was undercover with Sokar.
And then Sokar figured it out.
Hmm.
I think he suspected, and so he just yeeted out of there before things got too bad.
Yeah, yeah, he yeeted.
He yeeted.
Proud of you.
Yeeted.
Apparently, we're well known. Yep.
I was so
Hmm.
shocked when this twist happened. I couldn't believe it.
Now what are we gonna do?
So this little device that he's using to track Nakwita-based technology is very cool. And
Yeah.
there's a few things that they bring up in this episode that I wish that they'd brought up later, and that's one of them. That would have been so awesome for like SG1 to have on standby.
Yeah.
Another great scene.
It could.
Mm,
I really wish we got to explore his people more. Damn it, Stargate.
agreed. I
Right? Yeah.
know. Well, on that, I was listening to one of David's interviews with the great Robert C.
Mm.
And he said that he wanted to create like a Han Solo type character, kind of
Mm-hmm.
a wild card. But he admitted that Aris Bok didn't really pop as much as he'd hoped, which is no fault of Sam's, just, or anyone involved in the episode. It just didn't sort of work. But
That's a shame.
they didn't give up on the idea of having a lovable rogue, and they created Vala. So she's
Correct.
kind of like
Woo,
the
my
byproduct of this.
queen!
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
That's
queen!
how Vala came to be. So
Yeah.
they took the lessons from Aris
I was
and
saying this
yeah.
episode reminds me in some ways of Prometheus Unbound because of the fact that they're kind of like it's almost like a very bottle episode. They're trapped in a situation with some sort of bounty hunter type person, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like and there's a lot of like just playing around and little silly bits and bobs and a lot of comedy. So
Yeah. So this was their like trial, and then
yeah,
they revised
and they
and
nailed it
then brought it
even
back in
harder.
like a few seasons time.
Yeah.
Great. Now we've got a problem.
Yeah.
You guys really should carry some IDs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that he kept Sam behind because he knew this episode is like got
He
so
knew
many
that he
little
was going to
layers.
recognize. Yeah, he knew that
Yeah.
the Tok'ra was going to recognize her. So, oh, and so the other way around, she was going to recognize the Tok'ra. Mm-hmm.
And I hightailed it out of there.
And that's where he got the cargo ship from.
So Bach doesn't use cargo ship.
I'm not gonna lie, out of all the species I'd want to be, I would not want to be a Tok'ra. Too much like suicide mission, this, save the world, that. No one just drops by to say hi anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Jack. How are you? I'm
So
good. Thanks. Okay.
They're just too busy like going on these missions and like dying. It's like,
It's always
like,
the
at least,
end of the world.
yeah, at least the UNS get to just chill out and like have those things covering their necks to be safe. So I go for them.
Mm-mm.
So this conversation is just so important in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. pretty tough.
Pragmatist.
It makes me sad thinking that Teal'c is still at the point where he doesn't truly like completely believe that the Goa'uld are defeatable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate that they mentioned that in Avatar. It breaks my heart.
I know people who go through life like this. You know, just,
yeah.
I can't beat them, so I'm just gonna join them.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Be quiet.
Yes. Yes.
Don't pretend you know me.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sam can see right through you.
Yeah.
He needs a hit.
She showed some sensitivity there and some awareness, and I really like that.
Flavor.
Yes, flavor.
This episode is a lot of talk. I forgot.
Yeah.
It is. It is a lot of talk.
And it holds up. There you go. He doesn't have a kid.
Roshna.
The Roshna, yeah.
I feel like there isn't enough focus on the Goa'uld storylines where they're inflicting pain on people in like more unique ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the Nirti stuff was unique, and I wish we saw more of it. And like I'm sorry to say it, but Brief Candle was an interesting take on like a very Nirti type storyline of studying humans and turning them into lab rats. And this is another interesting one. We're so used to seeing Goa'uld just taking people and just enslaving them and making them Jafar, and it's like, okay, well, you know, it's like I want a bit more like this.
Well, like the Roshna is supposed to make them like subservient.
It's like the Catcher-Cell White.
Does it still
in
like does it still have that effect on them, or they're just addicted to it and it no longer makes them subservient? Do you know what I mean?
I think if they don't have it, they just die.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Like it's a compound that they need, or perhaps it kills something else in their body that their body needs to, or it may, without it, something else in their body dies off. It's taken over their immune system or such. Whatever causes them the shakes.
Yeah, maybe it's almost like kind of like the sarcophagus, with Daniel getting addicted to the sarcophagus.
Yeah. But in his case, like I don't think you can't maybe like wean off it like normally, you know.
Yeah.
I would have really liked to see this guy like just floating around, or like have him reappear in the Bounty episode in season 10 to be like, hey guys, I'm still kicking, I'm still here.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. It's kind of ironic because the Flash Gordon movie was supposed to be 3 movies, but because it did so poorly, they only did the one, and it's kind of similar to this. Like, it didn't do as well as they expected, so they didn't bring him back. But yeah.
Oh, this is a hilarious moment. I love it. Just the way he tries to sneak over is just brilliant.
Belly crawl.
Yeah, it's like you're not fooling anyone, mate.
Well, she's still she's a member of his team, so he's got to make sure that she's okay.
Jed Ted said, I always wish there were more rogue elements in Stargate like the Lucian Alliance. Yeah.
And apparently Jacob Olahar says Mark Holden has a small role in a 2002 movie, The Stick Up, which has James Spader as a lead and also starring Alex Zahara.
Woo!
Oh, there you go.
We like Alex Zahara. He's
a nice guy. Stargate alumni.
Wiki.
Oh, they are way too close to each other, and I love it. Hey, guys.
I've been out. How would I know? Uh-oh. Great visual effect here. The ship and the interior of another set.
Agreed.
Yeah, they did pretty good.
And this is the screenshot where Adam took the image from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't escape this guy. It's great.
Get out of there, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Retreat, retreat.
Move on out. Don't bite him in the hand this time.
Yeah, literally, that's what I said earlier. I was like, I really expected her to bite him. Now hold hands.
Kiss.
Yes.
It's against regulation.
There's no one around.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just appreciate when they have any interaction at all. So when it's just them two. Yeah, help her up.
And he,
Yeah.
he went and got him.
Look at that. They held hands.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
jeez.
Wait, they're hard to get, yeah.
Oh, so he does let him go.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Shut up.
Yeah, we don't see them use.
I
we
found
don't see
this
them use this
effective
tablet
moment
again, though, do we?
very cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You don't see him use it again. Oh my goodness. I really feel like they could have convinced this guy to like let that Tok'ra live. I feel like the Tok'ra was way too quick on the, you know, I want to try and take myself out kind of, you know,
You
vibe.
just couldn't see another way out.
And he was about to take everybody out.
Yeah.
Or was it just poison that was going to kill him?
Just kill him.
You think so?
Yeah, it's
That was
not. It's
my
not. It's not
understanding. It was
the.
suicide,
Oh,
basically.
okay.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
have the gas they use in season 5 yet.
Well, no, Ryak was going to break his tooth and that would...
Oh yeah,
So,
that was yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that's just... He was just going to take himself, so... Oh, here we go.
Mm.
It's like, we're not going to do this again. We just did this 2 seasons ago.
It is funny because like I wish the Tok'ra could have lived properly, you know. But like, is he dead? Is he actually officially dead? He's probably gone, or does he like is just knocked out? I don't know. But like, I really feel like he would have been convinced enough. But I feel like maybe the Tok'ra doing that is what makes him go, no, you know what, I was wrong. So I guess it was needed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was needed.
Oh.
Yeah, is he alive still? Like,
yes, he's still alive.
Talking. Yeah.
Yeah, he just passed out.
He caught it in time, I guess.
Oh, there you go. There's the crystal for the DHD.
Mm.
Jacob said, yes, Nicole, one of the season 9 or 10 Lucian Lyons episodes would have been a great comeback for him. Yeah. Would have been nice.
Get out of there, guys.
Yeah.
Before he changes his mind.
Yeah, he's still going. Good for him.
Cool shot.
Yeah, they did very good job with the special effects. I love that little personal
I
shield
love that he
they
did
go
that
around
to Teal'c. It's hilarious.
Just to prove that he's not just walking around.
Yeah, the effects really hold up.
They do.
Yeah.
So there's a little thing that comes up shortly that's incorrectly regarded as a groove. So you can hear the explosion before it's visible, kind of. And given the distance, it should be the other way around. But there's actually 2 kind of explosions. So SG1 look around when they hear the smaller explosion, and then there's a second one. So it's likely the first one's like the self-destruct device exploding, and then the ship explodes after that.
Makes sense.
Good point. Yeah, igniting the fuel. Mm-hmm.
Didn't say it was going to be a quick thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad.
What if you don't make your delivery?
Teal'c's eyes.
Like,
He's like, ooh, it's like me in Children of the Gods. I can totally turn this guy. Yeah, there was a secondary one. Nice. Nice.
Go, go, go.
Yeah, those things do not look comfortable or safe.
No,
Nope.
not at
Flying
all.
coffins.
There's no padding.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying coffins, exactly. Kind of look like a refrigerator or something. Accidentally.
Beautiful.
So I thought he had to have that in order for it to be armed. Now I don't get it.
I assume it's just a similar looking crystal, but for a different, more vital.
Yeah, there are
the
3
ship.
crystals, so maybe one was like to make it go off at like the right time. But yeah, this is what I mean about the crystals. They're all very confusing. It's like, why do you all do such silly things? It should be more secure. You type in a password and then be like, okay, self-destruct in 5 minutes.
Barocna?
Yeah, exactly. That's so cute.
It doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah, why would he conceal that? Just to screw with them?
Yeah,
so.
I think
he
so.
was like, you're the cheapest one. No one wants you, and it's like, actually, they do.
Try and figure it out.
Oh, I really wish they'd done another follow-up.
Stargate, why are you like this? There's so many.
Or at least
so
mention
important.
it in dialogue or
done
something,
this.
you know?
They don't even do that.
Yeah.
And like I would have liked to have seen like Cora return in some respects. Like
Mhm.
even if it was just a
Yeah.
passing comment just to find out what happened to him. But they didn't do that either.
There are some really stinky episodes of this show, and they could have done some kind of something with some of the really good storylines they never went back to with those episodes, you know?
Yeah.
It's a bit like, oh, it's frustrating.
I enjoy that
Oh,
show.
that was a good time. I really,
It's a good
really
episode.
don't know how to feel about it, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Time
I mean,
though.
it's kind of sad that a lot of the things in this episode didn't come up in later episodes, but
Yeah.
as a you know, a 45 minute episode, self-contained, it's a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have any beef with this episode. I like it.
No, I like it. I don't like love it or think it's like epitome of Stargate, but it's like it's a good example of what you can do with just a bit of creative writing and just a few good actors.
Exactly.
In
like
Canada.
it's kind of light on the action and high on the dialogue, but I think
It doesn't need a lot of
work.
action to make it work,
Yeah.
you know? All you need is some to carry the story forward.
If anything, as well, for me, some of the action has kind of aged poorly because, you know, it's been 20 years. So it's like, I'm glad that when I see less of it, I think I enjoy it more, maybe because of that, because it's been so long. It's, you know, these episodes have aged better.
That's Deadman Switch.
Indeedio.
Indeedy poo. Bringing it back.
Bringing back the poo.
Yeah.